Rule 60 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in the Council of States provides the procedure for raising a half an hour discussion. It provides that the chairman shall allot half an hour from 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. on any day for raising discussion on a matter of sufficient public importance which has been the subject of a recent question in the House and the answer to which needs elucidation on a matter of fact. The chairman decides whether the matter is of sufficient public importance to be put down for discussion. A member wishing to raise a discussion has to give notice in writing in the standard printed form 3 days in advance of the day on which the matter is desired to be raised and has to briefly specify the point or points that he wishes to raise. The notice period may however be waived by the chairman with the consent of the minister concerned. The notice should be accompanied by an explanatory note stating the reasons for raising the discussion on the matter in question. The notice is also required to be supported by the signatures of at least two other members. If more than two notices have been received and admitted by the chairman, a draw of lots is held with a view to select two notices, and the notices are put down in the order in which they were received in time. When the notice is found to be in order, a copy of the notice is sent to the concerned ministry for seeking its comments on it. The admissibility of the notice is carefully examined in the light of the information or factual note received from the ministry. Half an hour discussion is permitted on any day by the chairman. The date for scheduling listing the discussion is determined keeping in view the convenience of the member who gave the notice, the minister, and the business before the House. When a notice is to be put down for discussion, the ministry concerned is informed accordingly. In the Lok Sabha, it is normally held on three sittings in a week, namely Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. However, during the budget session, normally not more than one half an hour discussion is put down in a week till the disposal of financial business. In the Lok Sabha, not more than one half an hour discussion is put down in the name of any individual member per week, subject to the condition that a member shall not raise more than two half an hour discussions in the same session. However, no such limitation is prescribed in the case of Rajya Sabha. There is neither a formal motion before the House nor voting. The member who has given notice may make a short statement and the minister concerned then replies. Any member who has previously intimated to the chairman may also be permitted to put a question for the purpose of further elucidating any matter of fact. If the member who has given notice is absent, any member who has supported the notice may, with the permission of the chairman, initiate the discussion. However, in the Lok Sabha, if the member in whose name a half an hour discussion is put down in the list of business is absent, discussion is not taken up. The Speaker has, on request, postponed the discussion to some other day, either when the member concerned is unavoidably absent on the day the half an hour discussion is scheduled to be held, or at the request of the Minister, or if the House so decides. The time allotted for half an hour discussion is 30 minutes. Normally it is held from 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. All admitted notices for such discussion are taken up during this time frame. However, a half an hour discussion can begin before 5 p.m. provided the business of the House scheduled to be transacted gets completed before that time. The chairman has the prerogative to determine the time at which the discussion can be taken up. There are several instances when half an hour discussions exceeded half an hour time frame and lasted more than a few hours. If a half an hour discussion scheduled for a particular day is not disposed of on that day, it is included in the list of business for the next available day with the consent of the concerned member. But in any case, not more than two such discussions are listed on any day. In the Lok Sabha, an item for discussion on a particular day and not disposed of on that day is not set down for any other day unless the member so desires. However, members wishing to participate during the course of the discussion are also generally permitted by the chair. In the Lok Sabha, not more than four members who have previously intimated are permitted to ask questions. However, no limitation on the number of questions during half an hour discussion is stipulated in the Rajya Sabha. The chair has stressed that the members, while seeking clarifications, should ask pointed questions. When half an hour discussion is interrupted for want of quorum, or when there is no time for the minister to give a full reply to the debate, the minister may, with the permission of the chair, lay a statement on the table of the House. If an admitted half an hour discussion, either included or not included in the list of business, could not be taken up due to paucity of time or for any other reason, the notice stands lapsed with the conclusion of the session. The general rule is that no discussion on a matter of general public interest can take place except on a motion made with the consent of the chair. Notice of a motion is required to be given in writing addressed to the Secretary General. A member can give any number of notices and the notices remain valid for the entire session. Priority of notices is decided according to the time of receipt. Conditions of admissibility of notices are prescribed under Rule 169 of the Rule of Procedure and Conduct. of Business in the Council of States